Was something that I found in a book that they used a tape measure. Yes, you've seen this. This is your husband's tape measure in the garage. Uh-oh. Yes, it makes a great little closure for the top of this purse, and the reason that it works great is because nothing is showing on either side. So you can actually close this purse without it showing how it's closing. Now, one thing you don't want to do is take that tape measure, pull it out, and cut it, because it'll be gone. You definitely want to take the tape measure all the way out and cut it at the end, and then round it off with some tin scissors or whatever. Just don't tell your husband you're out there doing this, because he might get mad. But go to the dollar store or something and get one really cheap. And then also, this information was in a sulky book for embroidery, and she called it a clicker purse, and that's what you just heard was the clicking. She called it a clicker purse, and she suggests that you put some tape on the ends, and you definitely want to round this off or it will cut the fabric. But I found that if you put the tape all the way across, this is probably more important, because as you work this back and forth and you're turning this purse, it tends to work on that metal, and I have seen some holes come in that as you twist it. So I would suggest that you go one more step and actually cover that entire edge of that tape measure. All right, now let's see how we're going to insert this tape measure. We have now got it wrapped in our duct tape, and this is duct tape, by the way. And then I'm going to make a little casing, and the casing is going to set right on the inside with the seam allowance here. So you're not even going to see it at all. And then you're going to stitch down the edge one side, and then you're going to put this in the little casing. And you see, you don't even have to stitch it down, so they're not even going to see any of your stitch marks. And then you'll close it back up and put it on both sides. So now there is your first step. Your second step is you want to be sure that you have your handles on, and you're going to go ahead and be sure and have those on now. And I actually turned this purse with the stiff handles, I actually turned that through the pocket also. And then this last step, all you have to do is take your two things that you have, put them right side together, and put them in, and stitch around the top, and your handles are going to be on the inside, and you're going to be all fixed up, and everything's going to be down inside, and that tape measure is right down in there, far enough. Make sure that you tack it in far enough to go down inside the purse.